Wow, it's great being back on the Johnny Show. It's always an enjoyment of mine to, make a video for you guys and let you know what's going on. You guys, you've been amazing. The engagement on this channel, so good. The views, boom, huge. The comments, the likes, it's all there. I think last time that we checked in, what was it? Maybe 2 years ago, something like that. I think the views, the subscriptions have gone up. It's amazing. I can't believe it. I know you guys are probably tuning in and you're thinking, where's Tommy? But things happen. Last time we talked. Last time you saw us, there was a huge election, 2020, coming in. And, Tommy and I, we have differences, in our political views. No big deal. We always, got along. But, the 2020 election, it was difficult. Of course, I voted for, Donald Trump, the king of the Republican Party. Or at least, he tried to become the king. Yeah. And we all knew how that kind of turned out. A lot of crazy stuff happened. People thought something was stolen for them, which is ridiculous because this is America. It's an amazing country. There's definitely no type of fraud going on. Just, sometimes you lose. It's like baseball, you're watching, it's like 20 ins, 20 outs, whatever it is, it's like a damn 3-hour game, and, at the end of it, you lose. And it sucks, I get it, but that's what brings me to my next segment. It's the Republican Party has gone to hell.
Good evening and welcome to the special election 2022.
Jim, can you bring it a little bit closer? I can't see it. I can't see it.
Sponsored by Clean Elections, your source for partisan official election information.
Don't put it up. No, it's behind. How am I supposed to see this now?
We'll do our best to see that happens.
Yeah. Okay, this is not exactly what I was. Yeah, thanks a lot, Jim. Thanks a lot. Great. Yeah, I guess we'll watch it like this. Thanks.
4 hours ago, in the interest of fairness, we decided to honor the original agreement. Let's get things started. Candidates will give opening statements in a randomly selected order and will give closing statements in the opposite order. Joining us now for tonight's debate in order of opening statements, businessman Scott Neely. Thank you, Scott. Why don't we talk about your ideas regarding abortion, the 15-week ban or the territorial
Listen, this is how
ban?
I see life, okay? And I'm glad life won, okay? Roe versus Wade was overturned. Life won. Life won. Thank God. But the way I see life is this. If we were exploring other planets and other solar systems, and say on Mars we actually found a clump of cells, let's call it, life, right? Wouldn't we do, whether we're Republicans or Democrats or whoever, man or woman, wouldn't we do everything we could to protect that life? Because it's new life. Well, why can't we treat human life in the same way that we would treat alien life that we discovered on an alien planet?
How would you?
No offense, but everybody on this stage is an elitist. What we need is a middle-class candidate for governor who has a street view of what's going on, not an elite view from an ivory tower. I'm sorry, but you all live in ivory towers. I don't. Actually, your husband's a billionaire. Ed Robson owns Robson Resort Communities. Right. That is not a small business.
But
that's
I
not
didn't get
true.
a response from you. Would you?
What do you mean?
Scott,
That's not
please.
true.
You're not a small. You're worth millions of dollars. That's not.
You know
I'm
what?
Irish.
Okay. This is why
But
people.
Carrie, you're part of the election fraud going on in the Republican primary as we speak right now. I mean, you're being propped up and supported by Kelly Ward and the AZ GOP. And during a primary, a GOP chair is not supposed to get behind one candidate.
I don't
but
think
she's
she
got
has.
behind you solely.
No, she hasn't.
Blake Masters.
Oh, she has.
Oh, yes,
Kelly
she has.
Cooper.
She has.
I have
She's
not had
picked her
Pam
America
Curry.
First award-winning team, Abe Hamadeh.
I am America
and whether they're
First.
Good, and
You're
whether
right.
they're
You're
good
right.
candidates or not, you cannot legally, as an AZ GOP chair, get behind your favorite candidates for office. Even Ronna McDaniel said that. You can't do that. It's not legal. Listen, I haven't been on a stage with this many women since I've been to a baby shower. It's been a while.
I don't know how that's going to go over, Scott, but we'll let that hang.
Droves, they're going to have to cheat even harder in order to try to win this.
Your
So
campaign's a psyop.
Paula.
Kara, you're buying the election with free media all the time.
Okay,
right.
we are going to
27
move
years of
on.
free media.
There's a reason we don't always invite Scott, because he's polling at 0%.
No,
And
1%.
this
Businesswoman Paola Tuliani-Zen.
Hello, I'm Paola Tuliani-Zen. I'm an immigrant from Italy, so my name is Italian Zen. Why am I running for governor? Well, first of all, I want to thank you for giving me a seat at the table. How about that? I finally got a seat at the table.
Do you
Absolutely.
think, I'm going to ask a question individually, and hopefully we'll get complete answers
Yeah, it's okay.
here. And we'll start with you, Paula, since
Yes.
you're anxious to talk here.
Right.
Do you think Republican voters look on the Ducey 8 years as a problem, as something that went wrong? What do Republican voters want from the next governor?
I don't agree with an $18 billion budget. That thing's
Okay,
bloated.
let me have my turn, please. Okay, $18 billion budget is right. That was not vetoed. How did we grow from $12 billion to $18 billion during these times?
The governor's office and supporters of the governor, and a lot of Republicans would say you got there because of growth policies put in place by the governor and the legislature. Are they wrong?
Well, what do you mean growth from who?
Policies.
election is about, are we going to go forward?
I am not
we the
controlled by
people
anybody.
in control of our destiny.
Well, that's the
Or are
whole-
we going
listen,
to
we
have-
have, we have
Are we going to
election
have
fraud
the
right now going on.
establishment?
You know,
Okay, go,
you know,
Paul,
we're not
Paul,
the
let's get Paula,
Yeah, you
please.
know what? We are beating a dead horse. Right now, we've got a lot to do. You know, we've got to protect this election. And what precautions have we taken to protect this?
Exactly.
We haven't
I
taken
know.
any.
You're right.
I know there's a lot of volunteers.
And it will never
Now-
happen.
HB
Wait, let me
2289.
finish.
Hold on, let her finish, please, Scott.
Okay. God, they talk over me, and I'm Italian. That shouldn't happen. You know
I'm
what?
Irish.
Okay.
I'm going to ask over here, last question here.
What?
Do you think Republican voters want to go once again over all of these things between mules and this
No, they
rumors
don't.
and
They
innuendo?
don't.
Do they
You know
want
what they
this?
want?
No,
An honest
because- May
election.
I finish? Mamma mia. And we're still stuck on this, and we have done nothing about it. You know what?
All right, Karen, I've heard your request, trying to get more control over this. So we're going to get back to education and power.
Well, I don't think any
As
of us have
far
been able
as
to finish a
education,
sentence.
Can
is
I be
concerned.
uninterrupted this time?
We'll
Please,
see.
give
We'll
me a-
see, Paula.
Give me a minute or two. All right, what is the question again?
It's money.
Are you asking me or Paula?
I'm asking you.
Yeah, but you know, you're always
Paula,
interrupting me.
please,
She's
good
always
Lord.
interrupting me,
Paula.
and you're allowing it.
I'll let
Paula,
Paula
please.
answer if she wants.
No, I will answer.
No.
I'm going to cut the fat off the government just like I cut the fat off my prosciutto. I'm going to spend your money like it was my money.
It's a new day in Arizona. Paola Tuliani-Zen for governor.
Former television anchor Carrie Lake.
And I stepped into this race because I'm so concerned about what's happening to Arizona. And look where we've come. We have a movement, and I stand before you a Trump-endorsed governor candidate. The greatest endorsement of all politics. We don't want them teaching our kids this racist garbage. We judge people by the content of their character, not the color of their skin.
He's not new to social media or police. His actions have raised questions before about what constitutes free speech and what crosses the line.
And God's going to judge this country very harshly.
Ethan Schmidt Crockett of Phoenix has boasted about crashing rallies and meetings at churches and synagogues, and he pleaded guilty to criminal trespassing in December. Schmidt is a provocateur, using words to shock, usually ranting against LGBTQ causes and against abortion. But has Schmidt taken his First Amendment right too far? A recent online rant singles out supporters of the LGBTQ community and the company Target.
We're going to be exposing Target. We're going to make massive scenes. If you support the LGBT agenda, you're not safe. We're also, we're going to be going on hunting expeditions pretty soon. You know, hunting the LGBT supporters across Arizona and Phoenix. Petco sexualizes kids. They support the sexualization of kids. Wow. Yeah, this you guys are promoting the pride flag, which is satanic.
Okay, you gotta go, bud. Come on. We don't need it here. And you don't need to film me either. It's cool, but we don't need it. I mean, you want to stand outside, that's cool, but we don't need it. And
Okay.
yeah, we're gonna have the pride flag up. We have it all over our store.
So you guys support the sexualization of kids?
I'm just not gonna get into
You guys
so
support
you can-
sexualizing kids?
You can go. You can go. I can call
Shame
the
on you.
police. I can
Shame
call
on
the
you.
police. I can call
Shame
the
on
police.
you guys. Seriously.
Okay, that's
Shame
cool.
on you.
Thank you. I appreciate
Shame on
you.
Petco.
I appreciate it. This is Petco.
And we don't want them teaching them anti-American history. We love this country. We are so proud of our history. And we don't want our kids being brainwashed. When you brainwash our kids, you poison our future. Dear Governor, I will secure the border, and I will not ask Joe Biden's permission to do that. Nope. But I'm telling you guys, I'm up against a behemoth. I'm up against the Uniparty and swamp donors. And I'm told they're gonna pour hundreds of millions of dollars into the Arizona gubernatorial race because they don't want me in office.
As we get closer to Election Day, Republican candidate for Governor Kari Lake is repeating without evidence claims of voter fraud in the upcoming primary. Lake did it again Thursday on KTAR's Mike Broomhead show.
I'm not going to clarify. We are on to some things that are very suspicious and possibly illegal, and we're working on it, and I don't want to ruin the investigation.
The investigation, as Lake defines it, is limited to her campaign. No complaint is filed to any local, state, or federal law enforcement agencies.
Your Honor, contending that there's irregularities and there is fraud in this election, at what point does Kari Lake stop and say, am I undermining Americans' faith in our elections? But you haven't even laid out any fraud or irregularities. But what fraud is there, Kari? What fraud is there? This is serious.
You want to make this about you?
No, this is about Arizona voters and their faith in this election.
The last person on this planet Earth I would tell about what we discovered is you and MSDNC.
So you know about a crime, and yet you're not reporting it to authorities.
They want to pick who the governor is. They don't want us to pick. So I need your help, and that's why I've got two favors. Thank you. I love you too. Who said that? Thank you so much. I love you too. I have two favors to ask. Mark your calendar for the primary election, August 2nd. I need your vote. And go to KariLake.com and make a donation to support our movement. We gotta keep socialism out.
I really do. I need that money.
Will help send a very loud and clear message.
really need that money.
Arizona is not interested in
need
the
that money.
socialist garbage they're pushing on us.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. Hello, everybody.
Thank you very much. And for our final opening statement, we turn to Karen Taylor Robeson.
Hi, I'm running for governor because Arizona is under attack, from the cartels at our southern border to the liberals and Joe Biden in Washington, D.C. Arizonans are hurting from inflation. We feel it every time we go to the grocery store and fill up our gas tank. And we are tired.
Okay. That's enough of that. We're done with that. And, Jim, don't ever put that in front of my face again. I am the star of the show, so
I don't really care.
you don't need some old crusty TV in front of my face, all right? Thanks. So anyways, those are the candidates for the Republican primary in Arizona 2022. Karen Taylor Robson and Kari Lake with the capital Q ended up being, the ones head and head. Neck to neck at the end of it. Of course, the other two guys, the Italian and the space guy, they didn't even get close to those two, to Karen and Kari. So it was pretty close at the end there. of course, Kari Lake is saying there's election fraud the entire time, which is pretty hilarious because once she won, she didn't say anything about it. So I guess there really wasn't any. So that's great. So as you can see, we have a bunch of ridiculous candidates going on. So it's a little bit worrisome about what's going to happen in the midterms. But, we'll see what happens. But, it's been a great show. Thank you, everybody. And just real quick, I want to go ahead and suggest a channel for you guys to watch if you're into the ASMR.
ASMR, autonomous sensory.
The sound stuff. It's a great channel. His name is Anal something. But it's really good, he's got the massage stuff and the mics on each hand, so you can really get into it. It's great. But thanks, Jim, for showing up. It was great having you here.
Oh, word?
Doing what you do, kind of messing stuff up, but it's good. It's good. But we'll see you guys on the next one on the Johnny Show.